it appeared very judgmental.
Right.
I mostly laughed. Like,
Right,
I was busting up in the corner just in a fit of giggles.
Right. And it didn't
Going,
bother me
I don't
either.
miss the snowflake bubble at all. I think that was
Right.
the bubblies in the champagne must have been snowflake bubblies because they're still in the bottle. They haven't popped yet.
Right.
Yeah.
So anyway, so that's what happens. And kind of what I had gone to is that people who aren't interested in hearing the hard stuff always write it off and go right to testimony.
No, not always. Rephrase
Okay,
that
well, I
without
can't
your
say always.
all-inclusive word.
In general, the people who do not want to hear this stuff write it off and go to testimony. They just want to testify to you that, well, I know if you just stay righteous and just keep trying, things will be okay. And I don't have any issue with that kind of thought process. For some people, that can be very helpful. But it doesn't deal with any of the issues, and it's not curious.
Right.
It doesn't get curious about what's going on, and that's what happened with my brother. So his very first response was something along the lines of, the gospel has brought me the two most important things in my life, and I would die before I give them up, and I don't have any interest in what you have to say. Yeah. And the reason that stung, again, he doesn't know anything about what we're talking about.
Right.
So
they're making an assumption.
Right. This could be unpacking Mormonism is, let's help people understand the doctrines of the gospel better. It could be that.
Right.
They haven't asked. He doesn't ask. He doesn't know. He doesn't care. He just assumes because of where you are.
So again, it doesn't feel like he cares.
Thank you.
He verbalized that he hasn't listened. This is the same brother that berated me for posting anti-Mormon whatever, and had never read a single post in response to his wife saying that she was uncomfortable with a post.
So it feels like he doesn't actually care about the issues. He just doesn't want me to get in his space with the bad things. I respect that. Again, if you don't want to hear these things, I completely respect that. I've been there. I understand that.
Wait. You've been there?
There's some days I'm still there. We talked about it last night.
Yeah.
You know, I think what I said is I almost wish I could just be ignorant again. And I feel that way sometimes because the journey has just been hard and I don't know where I stand right now.
Well, and you're not alone in that. There's a lot of people.
I'm sure.
There's a lot of people who are like, I wish I didn't know what I know now because this has really damaged my relationships and I can't take it back.
Life has enough upheavals on its own.
Right.
When we cause upheavals or feel like we cause upheavals of our own, it's rough. And
when we talk about if a religion or a practice of a religion or the leaving of a certain religion causes this much upheaval in families, there's an issue there. There's something, and I'm not saying that's the church's fault, although I feel like the teachings and the policies and the way that they view things absolutely influences that, because this is a normal story. What you're sharing, thousands of stories. I mean, John DeLynn talks about thousands of stories, not exclusive to Mormonism.
Absolutely a part of Mormonism.
Right. This is a pretty common dynamic when people leave the Jehovah's Witnesses.
I've talked to other people who are members of different faiths that
Jewish families
say that this is kind of what they got.
This is a normal thing across all religions. And when our dogmatic practices or our doctrines and whatnot make it so that we are cutting people out, we're silencing people who are important to us, there's an issue. And I'm not saying it's with the religion. Maybe we need to look at the family. Maybe we need to look at other dynamics. Maybe you are posting things that are absolutely horrible. I don't know. But this is just so common in these high demand religions that it's really concerning. And once again, another characteristic of a cult where we shun the people who are leaving and don't agree with us and identify them as dangerous, because later on, sister number one basically said that you were like Laman, Lemuel, or Cain.
Yeah.
And that she couldn't engage with you because you were Laman, Lemuel, or Cain. And that's where I let my mouth get the best of me. We would love to invite you to join our Facebook group, Unpacking Mormonism and Other Religious Trauma, on Facebook so that we can have some open dialogue and foster a community of support. Thanks so much.